And welcome back. The Chinese regime this week encouraged the state-sanctioned education organization to continue to expand around the world. Confucius Institutes have been set up in numerous schools and college campuses, including here in the U.S. They're meant to be a destination for students to learn about China, but the institutes are experiencing some growing pains, and analysts say it's because the schools aren't just about education.
With China's rise on the world stage, interest in the Chinese language and culture has also spiked. The Chinese regime has seized the opportunity to expand its soft power. Since 2005, these schools have been rolling out around the world. There are now 400 Confucius Institutes in 108 countries. But this week, organizers of the institutes say they've hit a bottleneck: teacher shortage. A former professor from Shandong University says that's because the Confucius Institutes are not purely for education. Hanban, the state-backed organization that oversees the schools, has close ties with the United Front Work Department. It's a Communist Party branch that garners support for the Communist Party from external groups.
They set up Confucius Institutes and promote Confucius to embellish the party's communist ideology. They're not always welcome overseas. As for the teacher shortage, those with real talent aren't interested in teaching there.
Confucius Institutes are set up with foreign universities and schools, usually with a handsome amount of investment.
The Chinese government gives a lot of money to international schools to allow them to set up Confucius Institutes. They're trying to export communist culture. It's part of the party's propaganda plan.
That aspect has come under close scrutiny. In March this year, this report was submitted to the U.S. House Committee on Foreign Affairs. It cautioned against the institute's political objectives. Those suspicions were fueled by clips like this, videos part of the teaching material, teaching U.S. kids the communist regime's version of the Korean War. During the 7th conference of the Confucius Institutes this week, senior communist official Liu Yandong said the regime would continue to support the expansion of these institutes.